In this video, we will talk about Python iterators. So an iterator is an object that contains a countable number of values. Okay, so any object that contains a number of values or a number of another Python objects, then that is known as Python iterator. And what is the feature of an iterator? We can iterate through it or traverse the values of it. Okay, before we begin further with iterator, you must know the difference between iterator and iterable. I told you there are iterable objects in Python. So like list, tuple, dictionary, sets, all these are the iterable objects in Python, right? So we can use the iter method to traverse through it, or we can simply traverse through it. So here I am creating a Python list. Let's say names is equal to Gurmeet and then Aman and then let's say Daman. Okay, now here I can traverse through it using the next method. Okay, using the next method. I told you one method only, right? For name in names, I told you this method earlier in this video series, right? You see Gurmeet, Aman and Daman, each values. Now there is also one more method using which you can traverse the items of an iterable object, but for that you need to convert the iterable object into an iterator. So for now, names, which is a list, is an iterable object but not an iterator. Now we will create an iterator from the iterable object, this names. Okay, so now names iterator, I just create a new variable name iterator and I will use the method iter. Now I'll pass the names list as the argument. Okay, now I'll print names iterator and also the type of it. Okay, print type of names iterator. Okay, so you see it is a list iterator object and the class is list iterator, not list. Okay, let me just do like this. So here I'm printing the list names and then checking the type of it. Okay, you see this is the list, its type is list as it belongs to class list, but when we use iter function on it, it becomes a list iterator and its class is list iterator. So list is an iterable object while list underscore iterator is the iterator for that iterable object. I hope it gives you a clarity on what is an iterator and what is an iterable object. Okay, now as we use for loop to traverse through iterable object, we can also use for loop to traverse through iterators. Okay, let me show you. For name in names iterator, let's say, and then I'm just printing the name. So you can use for loop for this purpose as well. And there is also a next inbuilt function. Okay, so the name of the function is next that you can use to traverse through the values of an iterator. Okay, so here names iterator, and then I also have to print this value Gurmeet. So it should give the first value in the list iterator. You see it gives Gurmeet, and now if I will use next again, it will give you the second value, and again it will give the third value. So you see if I will use the next again, it will give an error because the iteration has stopped. You see this keyword stop iteration. I'll tell you the significance of this keyword stop iteration later on in this video. For now, just remember here we have seen a keyword stop iteration. So for now I have told you that how you can convert iterable objects into iterator and then how you can traverse its values. Okay, so now we'll see how you can create your own iterator objects. So as I told you in one of the previous videos that to create your own Python object, you need to define a class for it. Okay, example. Okay, so I am naming the class as example, and in this class if I want to make its objects iterator, okay, if I want to make its object as iterator, then I have to implement two different methods inside it. Okay, one is the underscore iter underscore method. Okay, so this is the method like init method. There is an iter method that we have to define in the classes of iterator objects. Okay, so here we have to define self, and then inside it I am defining the initial count. Let's say self dot value is equal to, let's say I'm starting the series from 101, okay, let's say, and then here I am also returning self, okay, here I have to return self. So this is a general thing, and then I am defining another function that is next, that will be helpful for us to, you know, using the inbuilt function next. Here I am writing number is equal to, which is self dot value, and then here I am incrementing the value of self dot value plus equals to 1, and then I am returning number, okay. So now number contains self dot value, and now I am incrementing the value of self by 1 for the next case. I'll tell you its significance once I will run it, okay. So now I have defined a class example, and inside it I have implemented two methods, itr and next, okay. Now I'll create an object for this class, my, let's say, example class object, okay. So like example, okay. Now example class object is an object of the example class, okay. Now I'm using the itr, you know, function to convert into an iterator. Example iterator is equal to itr and then example class object, okay. Now let me, you know, use the next method, next value of example iterator, and similarly next value of example iterator, let's say for 5 times, okay. Now I'll run this one, and you see the values 101, 102, 103, 104, 105. So you see the initial value is 101, and every time I am using the next function here, it is invoking this function and it is incrementing the value by 1 and returning the original value, okay. So now if I am incrementing the value by, let's say, 3, let's see what happens. So you see now 101, 104, there's a difference of 3 between each number. So if I will not implement next here, it will give an error, because here I am using the next function for the iterator, but there is not any you know, next function defined within the custom class, okay. Similarly we can also iterate using, you know, for loop, let's say for x in example iterator, print x, as it will go on for, you know, for infinity, because we have not stopped the value, as you know, we have not defined any logic anywhere to stop, so it will keep on printing. So let me just write a logic to, you know, break this loop in time. If x is greater than, let's say, 200, then it break, okay. Now I'll run this one. You see it prints number from 101 to 203. Why 203? Because here the value is already incremented by 3, okay. If I will just run this, it will go into an infinite loop, okay. Now I will tell you the significance of the stop iteration keyword, okay. So here in the next method, right here in the next method, I have to define if self dot value is, let's say, less than or equal to, we want to only go up to 200, okay, less than or equal to 200, then it does this work, okay, then it do this work, and then else it will raise stop iteration, okay. Now let's run this one. Now you see it stops at 200, okay. It now even does not add the value because it is returning here, but the exception is already raised because it checked the value right here, okay. So this is how you can create iterators for your own custom Python class objects. That's all for this video.